Sean called a toxic substance and killed Kim Watchman very much like I accept, very much like I accept, very much like I accept. Supposedly you attempted to kill my companion and you harmed my companion. I'll be certain. Hold tight, you going down honeycomb. How you feel about Puffy playing out that at the BET Grants and devoting it to Kim Dorman, your canine? All that was misleading publicity, man. You understand what I'm talking about. Puff did what he typically do. He going to make individuals. Anything you know goes for individuals of heart and what they feel. You got to take a gander at the fella activities, man. His activities when Kim was alive, he was with each chick, each man, whoever he needed to be with. You know, when Kim was alive, supplicating with them, doing anything that he needed to do to be with them, and afterward when she dead, you know. And we don't need no one, none of our friends and family and individuals did it anything that to go. You realize he involved that as an apparatus to get to everyone heart, you know, since who Kim was all that he felt that could get to individuals heart. He set up there in that show and it was a lot of, man. He presumably don't mean none of it, and I don't lament when he comes to Kim Dorman. Well, that is what it appears to me. He's living with a ton of disappointment. Bud, come on, stop the man. He got you food too hot. Kim know all his most profound privileged insights. Kim knew why he was utilizing the butt plugs. Kim presumably told all that in her book. You comprehend that? Up and got missing the day she kicked the bucket. You comprehend what I'm talking about? See, I could say that since I used to see them in real life with Joylock and people, since we have some fiery tattle about Diddy and his supposed contribution in the demise of his sweetheart, the staggering model Kim Watchman. Brewers have been whirling for a really long time that Diddy had something to do with Kim's less than ideal destruction, yet presently it seems like there may be another proof to help that hypothesis. Enter R&B vocalist and father of Kim's child, Quincy L.B. Certain, who has a succulent subtleties to share. As per all, be quite possibly Kim was truly killed and that Diddy handpicked the specialist who purportedly carried out the thing. Now we as a whole realize that Kim died in 2018 from pneumonia. Right, well, I'll say that probably won't be the entire story. He's proposing that there was unfairness included and that Kim's passing was not only a straightforward instance of disease. Obviously, the authority report from the Lake District Coroner's Office expresses that family kicked the bucket from low-bar pneumonia and that her passing was because of normal causes. Yet with this new data becoming known, it's hard not to contemplate whether there's more going on than meets the eye. So poised truly contribute to Kim's passing. Oh dear, it seems like the situation starts to get interesting in the secretive passing of Kim Watchman, the darling model and mother of four who unfortunately died in 2018. As per R&B vocalist, I'll be sure, who is the dad of Watchman's child, Quincy earthy-colored Dorman might have been running from culmination or something in the time paving the way to her demise, and get this, he even advised her to call the FBI. However, he later explained that she was running a long-distance race. Anything that implies Stewart isn't bringing this line down. He's requiring a reinvestigation of Dorman's demise, something he proposed before. Tragically, his endeavors haven't yielded any affirmed data yet. To make things significantly more dubious, Shore shared an extended message that was subsequently erased where he communicated his questions that Kim passed on from normal causes. Obviously, something off-putting is continuing, and we can't resist the urge to consider what different subtleties will arise about this unusual case. I just found this recording from the morning I found out about woman KP Zaka # Kim Watchman's homicide and the way that it tore the spirit from my actual body. The record maker composed on Instagram close to a clasp of himself crying as a sluggish R&B tune played behind the scenes. I was headed to film the pre-show bundles for the #Soul Train grants on #Ditto with Tisha Campbell and Tachina Arnold when I get a call from PR symbol and sellability maker Queenie Donaldson inquiring as to whether I was okay, and did I hear the news I'll be reviewed. I truly do know plainly that Kimberly didn't simply look it out of nowhere over pneumonia. That, as some Bula sage he expressed, noticing this is where I cause problems. I'll be proceeded to additionally uncover that the two of them went to an occasion a long time earlier for child Quincy Brown's Netflix film The Occasion schedule. She was in fabulous well-being too, snickering seeing me in Diddy's common trade at the theater. The grief-stricken radio personality uncovered in a meeting with Quintessence from 2019 Diddy, who had 3 children with Kim as well as raised Quincy as his own since early on, uncovered that the previous model had begun feeling wiped out 3 days before her passing. She had influenza and she sent the children over to my home so they wouldn't become ill. Diddy shared, one night I was minding her and she resembled Puffy. Deal with my infants. She really expressed that to me before she passed on. General society seems, by all accounts, to have 1 or 2 serious misgivings about Diddy's validity. Also, a YouTuber has unveiled additional data from a source about the conditions encompassing the demise of Kim Dorman. The source charges that Diddy could have had some information about her demise, which was at first distorted. There was gossip after Kim's passing that she expected to distribute a detailed storybook about her close connections with high-profile figures in the music business, which lets the fans to think that it could have been a thought process in her homicide anyway. Lisa Pope Kim's beautician expressed that while her companion held on to communicated a longing to compose a book, it would have zeroed in on bringing polite kids up in Hollywood. I can confirm the incredibly respectful kids she raised. Lisa composed barely 7 days after Kim's passing. Our most grounded band was our job as guardians, while fans are additionally holding that with a spot of salt. As a fan composed Did He Kill Kim Watchman and ensured no one expressed a word. It did even ensure the first examination was changed. Another fan composed I truly disdain you individuals that trust that a VIP will pass to emerge with every one of your speculations like Kim Dorman. They've been dead all of 3 weeks and presently to killed her since she was emerging with a book revealing his mysteries. As a matter of some importance, we as a whole realized Puff is by Wendy told us, while one more fan added Diddy was fixated on Kim Watchman. Beside that, Tim knew all of Diddy's mysteries, most the endless individuals Diddy hasn't killed. Furthermore, and being an all-out gay man, Kim had cruel verification, different recordings of Diddy having intercourse with popular and non-renowned men. In the midst of this, Sean Diddy brushes is circumspectly getting back to the dating scene and has communicated his preparation to find certified friends and family. More is a feature of Blunders Me YouTube series. Love to see it facilitated by Tiana Taylor. The rapper had some time off from recording to have an open discussion about his adoration life following the death of Kim Watchman, with an emphasis on Lady Strove. Dating and informal communication. We advance more from losing love, the 52-year-old says during the Q, and it's the main way you sort of expertise significant all the despair anyone's at any point experienced. That is what truly compels you. Value the times you really felt that and truly got that adoration. When you lose that unqualified love to the point at which you put some regard on adoration's name on the off chance that you were under. Mindful Diddy and Watchman started their close connection in 1994. They had a child named Christian in 1998, however, isolated only a year after the fact. They accommodated in 2003 and had twin little girls, Delilah and Jessie, in December 2006. Despite the fact that they separated again in 2007, they kept a cozy relationship until Watchman's troublesome obligation for low-consumed pneumonia in 2018 at 47 years old. In the new meeting, the rapper focused on his profound excursion, uncovering that he dared to return to old discussions with his previous accomplice. What her misfortune still profoundly means for him. Not more than a day or two ago, I just had got the boldness to take a gander at Kim's old message. Diddy says I shouldn't have truly did that. I resembled yo. I want to believe that I could find someone who could cherish me like that again. I'm not abandoning love, but rather it's hard, an alternate degree of catastrophe. At whatever point I see the sun, I see God, and I look for him. See the sun, I see God, and I look for him. Thus I simply attempt to keep it, up and elevating telephone messages is you realize what's going on with everything makes it genuine. And what makes Taylor likewise conversed with Diddy about the chance of him finding love again any point in the near future, and despite the fact that he is by all accounts battling, he's owned up to attempting. I haven't arrived at that spot yet, I haven't surrendered. However, Diddy says I haven't surrendered. I realize that Kim would maintain that someone should cherish me at this moment, and not on that time. It certainly sets up a ton of hindrances for you since it harms such a lot. Of the thing is to not abandon it and know when you're prepared. In light of the fact that I got to cherish myself, I won't race into something and it'd be a bounce back circumstance, and I'm attempting to stop the aggravation. I'm available to it. I need to get my spirit grabbed. That is the thing it will take just to truly adore. It is truly genuine. He adds, I'm prepared for an activity, an experience. I'm prepared to get deeply inspired. I can cherish you, not I can cherish again. I want to basically begin to attempt to cherish once more. No doubt I haven't arrived at that spot yet. I